Hey guys, I'm Peter, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to make a little cute snowman using the polymer clay and using the Christmas colours from my Christmas colour pack that I've got together. So we've got white, we're going to use some blue and black emerald, and you can see we've got a bit of orange there. We may have to mix that up using a bit of yellow and red, but if we've got orange we can just use straight orange. That's what we're going to make. Pretty easy. Let's get into it. Welcome to How to Make a Snowman. We're going to be using some simple tools to make the snowman. And the colours from our Christmas pack: black, emerald green, white, azure, sunflower and scarlet. Now you can see I've got an orange there. That's there because he's got an orange beak, but we can actually mix these two colours to make orange, and I'm going to show you that. Okay, the very first thing we need to make sure is we've got a clean surface and we have a roller. So I'm going to shift the snowman over here, and I've got some dirty white. Your white will be clean, but I'm just going to make sure that I'm just sort of forming that together nicely. When we roll it out, we can, now this looks like, to me, a combination of some Chinese white and some titanium white. The titanium white from the Christmas pack is a lot more vibrant than the Chinese white. But this can look kind of cool when we've got a bit of a combination. So I'm going to roll it out one way, another way, another way. And you can see I've got a bit of a marble effect with these whites happening. It's going to look kind of interesting with my work. A lot of people make earrings in that type of way, mix a few colours together and streak it. Okay, so I've rolled it out to between 3 and 5 mils thick. And we're going to cut out a circle from the edge of that, and another circle from somewhere that we like. So we've got our head and our body. Now some people go, oh, I want 3 sections. That's up to you. We're making this simple one in this video. You could do 3 circles and make them smaller as they go up, your choice. Today I'm going to have a bigger head than the body, which is different to what you might see in the traditional looking snowman. And I'm just smoothing the front and the back. Oh, which one do I like better? I actually like the variation on this one, so I'm going to stay on this side. Okay, the very next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do the hat at the end because it's black. So what we might do now is to put on a little scarf. Now you could do blue scarf or you could do a different color. Now to do the scarf, I'm just going to shift him out of the way. I'm going to gently roll what we call a snake. Now I'm rolling with my fingers. You can roll with the palm of your hand. Usually I tell students to roll out with the palm of your hand so you don't end up with bumps, but because this is a really small thing, I'm going to use my fingers. The next thing I'm going to do is to flatten that out. I'm just going to gently get my rolling pin, and you can see it sticks to the plastic. Some plastic and the polymer clay clash a little bit. Sometimes they stick. You do not want to leave polymer clay with some plastics because it does make a mess of the plastic. There must be the oil or something in them. I've had some of this resting on a piece of plastic like this, like a sheet of plastic, and it didn't like it. It made all the plastic all yucky. All right, you can see that I've put my scarf on. Now we want the end of the scarf. So what we can do here is, I'm going to zoom in on that and you can see it a bit more clearly. I'm going to cut a small little 2 little squares, roughly the same size. And up to you whether you want to use the pencil to indent some patterns or the knife. I'm using the pencil. If I press too hard, it goes a little bit funny. So I'm just gently pressing that. Then I'm going to put them one down the bottom there like so, and one up the top there. Now I want to get that into that gap, so we can use tools, remember. and we can smooth off bits. Now you can see I've lost some of that indent, so I'm just going to bring that back. It's a hot day here in Queensland, so nearly Christmas Day tomorrow. I'm filming this, and yeah, so what the heat can make the clay soft, but it also gets to a certain temperature and cooks it. Alrighty, the next part we are going to make is the carrot nose. Now if we want to, we can mix some colours. Now to mix colours, we just get a little bit of each one, just like we would with paint, and we just got to mix it together. And at the moment you can see it's just putting streaks through there, but the more I play with this and the more I keep shaping it, we can make colours. And that's the beauty of polymer clay. You can actually make more colours. There we have our orange. We've mixed up some orange. So what we're going to do now is, depending on the size, we want to get a bit and we're going to roll it so that it's got a point. So what we do is we just put extra weight on one side of the nose, and that's quite a big nose, but that's okay. I kind of like that cool, cute nose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some little marks, indent marks like that on the carrot's nose. All right, now it is time for that hat. Now, what we probably want to make sure we do is have clean hands after this, because we don't want to get the black on to the white. So I'm flattening that down, sort of the same thickness, and I've just flattened it down. So what I'm going to do now is cut a little bit off, and I want to shape this hat. And I'm going to shape it like so. Okay, so I've got the top part of the hat looking good. Now I just want to put like a longer piece through there. So what I'm going to do is just roll it, and then I'll just cut it on each end like so. And I'm going to have a color going through there. I'm going to use, I'll use the green. So I'm just going to roll the green out, and then I'm going to place it onto the hat. Place, 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 place. Now if you want to look at the sides, you can. I'm just going to smooth that hat in. Make sure your hands aren't too dirty. You can get a cloth and clean them off. And I'm going to position the hat just slightly on top so that it looks like it's actually, he's wearing it. Because if you want it to sort of mold and break that circle shape down a little bit so it looks like he's wearing it. I'm just going to flatten that in, not too much. And then all of it is a matter of creating some eyeballs. So little black circles for the eyes. And I'm going to pop one for, just use a pencil to help me position it. That one there. That one looks slightly too big, so we're going to take a little bit off that. That can happen. Try and get your eyeballs looking the same size. Let's have a look at that one. Still a little tiny bit too big, and just going to take a little bit more off. I'm fussy. I like to make things look pretty cool. Push it down with a pencil. You could put an eyeball in there as well. Now it's up to you whether you want black buttons or what. I'm going to go with some red buttons this time. Why not? So you can see that one had black buttons. Mine's going to have red. And instead of 2, I'm going to do 3. So I'm rolling out 3 little circles to flatten down. Okay, so I've got 2 of my buttons done. Let's get a 3rd one on. I reckon they're a little bit, they're pretty good. Let's flatten them down. There we go. We've got 3 buttons, slightly different looking carrot. than the last one. You can see I put the lines going the other way. This time I've got them this way. Oh, don't forget the mouth. We can put that in. But I'm just going to put a little hole in there. So if I want it to hang, I could hang it from there, but it's going to be on a bit of an angle, so that's okay. I'm going to put a hole through that part. Turn it over to the back. Now, remember, the same thing. Probably could have done that earlier. We can put a mouth on. So just putting a pen lid from an angle and putting a mouth on, and I'm actually going to just do a little bit of indenting with the pencil. And there we have a really, really happy snowman. Hope you enjoyed watching me build the snowman. Like I said, you're the artist. You can change how you want your snowman to look based on colors, shapes, etc. But using simple shapes, we can get a really cute, cool looking snowman. Now remember, he needs to be baked. All right, 140 degrees for 30 minutes. Put it on some baking paper on a tray in your oven. Now this, the beauty about polymer clay is I can leave this out like this and I can come back and work on that for whenever I want to. I can even add stuff to baked polymer clay. So I could add, not that he needs another hat, but I could add another hat out there. And because this one's got no hole in it, I could actually get a drill and drill a hole in that and then hang it up, no problem. Okay, so polymer clay is quite flexible with what you can do, and you can create some amazing things. Hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more cool little videos of how to do artwork. Thanks again. Bye for now. See you next time.